Help me. I just discovered a mosquito bite. Now it's gonna be in my mind, torturing me, taunting me, begging to be scratched. But I mustn't. So yeah, Megaman 11 time. I swear to God. I've just been thinking, like, there's so many games I want to stream that I have not given the whole Mega Man thing. This is sort of... I don't want to call this a failed experiment, but it sure was an experiment, and I'm not entirely satisfied with how Megamay has gone. But I think it was worth trying it out like this for the sake of the future. Okay, so we have two Robot Masters. I was saying we had two Robot Masters left. And after that, there's the rest of the game. I don't remember the Wily stuff being too hard particularly, except maybe Wily himself. Honestly, I feel like I didn't beat this level last time, but as long as I can get past some of the dumb parts, I should be okay. Mainly the second of these auto strollers. This one's fine. God, the Hot Wheel is a very cool mechanic. The hot swapping, hot stepping, hot summer, hot-blooded 100 degrees, something like that. By the way, the music for the starting soon, which I've been trying to work on cutting out of my YouTube VODs as I do them. It just takes a bit, but the starting soon music was the character select screen from Under Night, which I do not personally play. However, I have to fight. However, I went to a fighting game thing this past weekend, and there were a ton of people there playing Under Night. The Midwest's biggest Under Night event, except for whatever the other one is. So I had to do that just for the, the emotional support of the Under Night community. As in me emotionally supporting them. I made a mistake. Because then I need speed gear for this. I died! I, just barely didn't hold jump enough. That kind of sucked, yeah. It's that S-bend of Doom just gets me. It's awkward, to say the least. Oops. No. Shit. No. It seems easier to do without speed gear active. Like, the slowdown I get from speed gear almost makes it harder. It's really awkward. Yay, rush. Good boy. Who's a good boy? Oh, I see. Oh, that increases my fire rate. Not just the double up, but it felt like mashing went quicker there. Nice. Is this another part with a fire wave? It appears yes. I wonder if I could have used the, ice tornado for that. No, 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 no. Yeah, like holding jump feels weirdly difficult with speed gear on, and I don't know why. Almost there. Whew. Okay, okay, okay. So which of these haven't I used yet? The big dropper? Did I like make the voices too quiet or something? I couldn't hear you. Could you please repeat yourself? Oh, this isn't the weakness. Oh no, I have this backwards. Right, I do like that he just has like, is it Kyo that has the like kick fireballs? I guess King does. I don't know if anybody else does in that game. Damn. That means that if I die, I have to do this level again. I'd rather not. And kick. Pretty straightforward though, actually. Oh, but he did that kick that time. Oh shit. Power? I don't like that. Yeah, can we just do this part now? Ooh. This one, this one. Grow under? Grow under. Oh no 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 no! Oh no! He was right there. What a pixel! Shit. Okay. Acid trip it is. I could have sworn that it was blocked to torch to acid to impact. But I guess not. Well, while I'm at the start of this level, weekly Shonen Jump. Akane Banashi was once again really good. Witch Watch is in a cool spot. I liked the ending of Undead Unluck this week. I don't know. I feel like currently a lot of manga in Jump are kind of in like a down period. Except Jujutsu Kaisen, which is weird. Black Clover, which is just almost too much energy every week. Like, here's the thing about Black Clover. Black Clover is kind of good because it's extremely tropey, but like it is... I feel like it works in the series' favor. It's like a lot of it feels similar to like Naruto, but in a way that doesn't feel like it's trying to be too serious. Like it seems to understand how trope heavy it is, which keeps it from feeling too full of itself or like being too exhausting. I don't know. It's like there's I don't like really talking about cringe that much nowadays, except making a new version of We Didn't Start the Fire. But it's kind of... If you're too tropey about it, it can feel disingenuous at times. Or edgy or something like that. But like... by being tropey but also kind of on the nose with it and silly and earnest about being so generic, it almost feels like... I don't know, that like... It feels enjoyable, playful maybe. So that's sort of a big part of how I feel about Black Clover. Oh yeah, I got the correct weapon, I think. I don't actually know what would be good against this thing. I just use ball. But, like, the thing about Black Clover is it is a manga where everybody shouts or they grin. Like, if somebody's being calm, usually they're grinning. If they're, like, energetic or sad, they're shouting. And that is, like, in and of itself, very tropey in a way. But I don't know if it's necessarily enjoyable. It's like it has one speed that it tends to go on. And if you don't really vibe with that speed, then too bad. So, like, sometimes it's fine. But, like, currently, it feels like there's just been a lot going on in it that's just too turned up to 11 too much. I like Sakamoto, though. Sakamoto's in a cool spot right now. It's a fight with a character who I don't think we've really seen before this arc, and Heisuke, who is, I think, like, one of my favorite characters in the series. Sakamoto Days has really good characters. Like, I think usually when I've talked about it, I've really just mentioned, like, the action and how it's very kung fu movie. Sakamoto himself, his specialty is improvised weaponry. So, like, it takes a lot of elements of, you know, like, kung fu and action movies like that, where the stuff in the environment is the weapon. You know, I feel like John Wick is, like, a thing that people would say, but also I think that's like there's a lot of Jackie Chan stuff like that. I don't know. I'm not super well versed in kung fu movies in, like, Hong Kong cinema and stuff. I admittedly have a pretty limited knowledge of all that. I've only seen some things. I've seen Kung Fu Hustle. That's a good movie. Also, somehow I have not yet died, even though... I'm died. I was going to say I haven't died even though I'm at 1 health, but no. I just did, and I'm all the way back here. Damn. Past all that spike stuff, too. That's rough. But, like, I think part of what makes Sakamoto so good is the characters and their interactions. Like, there's a lot of characters that just have, like, really cool fighting styles that are well rendered. And that's fine, but I think a lot of my favorite characters are the ones who have, you know, a lot of depth to them, a lot of personality. Sakamoto himself is great. He is, like, peak dads in fiction. Honestly, there's been a lot of good dads in manga recently, just in general. Like, you got Lloyd, you got Sakamoto. You got those two. So, yeah, like, but Heisuke I just really like as a character, and I mean he's just like a sniper. He uses a sniper rifle, so oh no. So it isn't mine. You still gotta recognize Dr. Duvenschmertz as one of the best drawn fathers. I guess because he's a father to, what is it, Norm, the like robot? I don't really, I mean, I guess there's the father of time travel or whatever he is in the greater canon of the series. Now Boxman, maybe. If we're talking about animated dads, Boxman's pretty high up, but not Venomous. Venomous, despite being married to Boxman, is like a tier below. Boxman is the dad that stepped up. Oh no. Ooh, jeez. Okay. I think also, honestly, I'm gonna be honest, I think that's something that's missing from a lot of the recent, like, new action manga that show up in Jump, is just uninteresting characters. Fabricant's fine. I think, like, especially 100 is an interesting enough character. I think that's a big part of why Elusive Samurai is... Well, maybe not a big part. There's a lot of good stuff with Elusive Samurai, but it does have great characters. Whereas, like, I don't know, Ginkagluna didn't really have much going for it in that way. Ayashimon didn't really have that. I don't think Do Retry is going to last that long, and part of that's the characters. Same thing with Icehead Gil. So far, the main character has just been Shonen Andy, which I think is an archetype that people are starting to get tired of. And I think that's maybe why... So, like, here's in the Shonen Jump community, so to speak. Also, hold on. Oh, I have 0 lives. I need to do this. There has been some discussion over New Exorcist, which is a recent series that I didn't like the first 2 or 3 chapters, but I've kind of grown to like it recently because it's incredibly, like, chill. It's like if somebody took an action series, like a supernatural action series, and then kept injecting slice of life serum into it, and any time it showed any hints of becoming another action series, it, like, fought back to be a slice of life. Like, the universe wants it to be an action series, but one of the main characters keeps doing everything in her ability to make it not action-y at all. And it's kind of funny in that regard. It has a very Haruhi character dynamic in a way, except if instead of Kyon it was literally just Itsuki. Okay, back to this damn stage. And, like, I think the characters are fun, and their interactions and personalities are fun. Same thing with Kill Blue, which I actually quite like now. I think it was a little weird, but I've come to really respect a lot of the choices in it. It's like Assassin Detective Kyonin, my favorite Haruhi chapter. Except there's like 7 of those, because Nagaru Tanigawa is a mystery writer who got sucked into writing a rom-com series for his whole life. It's like Detective Conan, but it's an assassin who is given an experimental shady drug to become a kid. And he has to get the antidote, but, like, it's honestly more interesting just, like, watching the characters talk and get into school situations than it is the assassin combat. It's just like how New Exorcist is a supernatural battle series that's clawing its way into becoming a slice of life. Kill Blue is the assassin action series clawing its way to become a school life. Whereas just, like, I don't know, a lot of the more combat heavy stuff just hasn't really had the characters. I don't expect the Icehead Guild to last that long. Martial Master Asumi, I think, will. I'm really enjoying that series so far. And getting more of an idea of, like, the main character's motivations. The reasons he has for not doing something he enjoys. Or why he has, like, insecurity about it or hesitation. I forget. that happens. No. I was out of lives anyways. I think that's all being presented very quickly. And so it's like very efficiently setting up the story without feeling like it's rushing. I don't know. I just think like you can't just have like a setting or a power system nowadays. I think a lot more interpersonal stuff is what, especially like the Japanese audiences are looking for. Or just something lighter, not as serious. I've noticed there's a lot of actual good friends. There aren't as many loner characters who have to like fight to get friends. I think that's really fun. I always love the bit in Roboco how like they always make it seem like Motsuo and Gachi are like secretly bullies, but then they're the nicest people on earth. I just like it that it's I don't know. Some people have talked about toxic positivity being a thing in series. I've heard that like as something that was like alleged against Ted Lasso when Ted Lasso addresses the toxic positivity in the first season. And it's not just about that, but like I like it when people in series can be happy or have like meaningful relationships that are like good and supportive and healthy. And it's nice to see like other, not really genres, maybe genre, maybe medium, maybe like communities or industries, other like subsets of entertainment, you know, approaching that. Oh god, help. Help me. Oh, yep. Scoop it about. Ooh, hee. That was so bad. I don't think there was much else to say on that front. One Piece has been out of commission for a while, sadly. Just as it was like working on exposing all the secrets. Had to duck out, go on a brief hiatus. You know what? Okay, so Hero Academia, there's this really weird thing, like, I think talking about, if you get hit once, you die. Talking about series where, like, there's too much shouting. Like, I get that Hero Academia is in the final battle, but I think that series has also kind of had a bit too much for me personally, going on for a long time. Here's another reason why One Piece is so good, is because Oda has a really tight grip on pacing within an arc. Like, even within Wano, it's not constant. Like, even when they do the raid on Onigashima, it's not like constant fighting or shouting. You have moments where, like, somebody is just sneaking around. Like, Yamato is like, I'm dead. I'm so dead. Yamato is first properly introduced in the middle of the raid. And part of like his role being introduced is to have a bit of a breather. And when there's not really a breather, it feels like you don't have, like, I don't know, it's like there's sort of an emotional well that the story drains. A pool of emotional resource. This is how much the characters are putting out and how much the audience can take in. And when that overflows, because you have just been on high volume for so long, it can feel very draining. And I think the same way that, like, being on edge or being scared or panicked for too long can be draining. At least maybe that's me. Like, that's sort of the way I interact with stories, I think. So even though this is a series that is weekly and gets updates every Sunday, I think, like, even though it's serialized, it still can feel like too much happening for too long. I don't know. I need these rabbits to not get in my way so much. I don't even know where I am. Have I fought the bird yet? Okay, here we go. I just got completely lost in this stage. I was like too involved in trying to make my point make sense that I just kind of forgot how much of the level I had already played. I think this is also a problem I had with, like, early Steven Universe. I don't know, maybe I'm just... It's not even that I can't do, like, fast-paced stuff. Jesus. I guess I have to do speed gear there. Or somewhere along there. I guess before the like, gear refill item. Nope, nope, no, no. Gear, maybe? Gear, maybe? No! Just to get a head start of some sort. Now I don't have speed gear. Okay. Yeah, I was doing fine with that for a while. But, like, it feels like I just don't have it in me anymore. Go. The way they made Quickman lasers worse, make a wall of Quickman laser. Why don't ya? Oh no. Oh god. Please just let me go around you, and okay. No. No, no! Megaman, you jerk! Oh no! Ugh. It's like... I guess I'm just, like, holding the button in a way that would make sense for the normal amount of physics. The normal, like, pace. So I let go thinking I'm going to reach the correct jump height, but I misjudge it by a little. Oh no. Okay. No, it clipped my toe. Ugh. So much hit stun. I think there was a thing that, like an item you get from Auto that's supposed to help with that, but I don't know. Trying to think of what I could... That was my bad. I keep forgetting about those. I'm gonna say, I'm trying to think of what sort of weapon I could use that would help me out there. Okay, I'm just gonna die again and just, like, restart this, because I don't know what's happening anymore. I need to finish this. I'm not going to just stop here. But I will take a strategic death. Okay. I don't think Pile Driver would help. Avoiding that one turret would be nice. I mean, when I get to the set of little campfire cooker propane grills there, propane burners, I don't know. Whenever I get to that, I didn't want ball. I just wanted to mute. I guess whenever I get to there, I could use like Rush Jet or something. Yeah, the other thing is, it keeps seeming like I have the spacing on these things correct. So that, like, I can shoot them right when they spawn. But I think that's another thing that Speed Gear was messing with. It's definitely interesting. It's like, it's not that I'm used to the spacing so much as I am used to the spacing plus my acceleration. Which I guess is still a part of spacing. You take that into account. There we go. Do that once. Do that again. Number 3. Okay. Nice and straightforward. I wonder if there's something better to use for this. Maybe bouncy balls would work? I don't know. I just do Speed Gear there to, like, I guess literally speed up, but, like, give me a tiny boost. No! He closed himself. I should have expected that. Let me try something here, though. So, yoink. Oh, that goes nowhere. Hey, freak show. You're going somewhere. The train is late. It's a little reference to my mashup albums for the fans. There we go. Okay. So, much better that time. Oops, I'm just leaving. I'm just leaving. Okay, then Rush Jet. I like using Power Gear here for a bit, just to speed this up. This part's fine. Okay. We're coming up on the harder of the 2 flame wall, or the 3 flame walls. Just because of that guy. I guess that's why they put all those enemies there, is just to make you afraid. Like, make you want to shoot a giant charge shot. But then if you do that, you die. Cool, there we go. Okay. Acid barrier, acid splash. Turn me into a hot piece of ass. Does this, like, block his shots? It technically does. What? Bruh. This is not going well. Wait a minute. That's not his weakness? Is it Tundra Stundra? Is it Tundra? Wasn't that somebody else's weakness? I'm really confused. What did I do? Fists of Fury. Good thing I got that weapon capsule 10 years ago. Okay, well, I guess that works. Cool. So, oh, maybe it was Blast Man is actually weak to Torch. Huh. I don't know. Oh well. Okay. We now have the Torch Porch. Blazing Torch. Oh yeah, it's that. It's one of those buttons. That's a... I guess it's kind of like what Morgan does, but not really.
Any idea where Wily's gone to?
Probably castle.
He's totally vanished, Mega Buddy.
Alright, forgot. Otto sounds like Michelangelo or Donatello.
What is it, Otto?
There's someone hijacking our signal.
It's Wily.
Could it be?
It's Dr. Wily.
My genius neither runs nor hides.
I've installed myself with the power gears now. I put them in my ass.
You use my double gear system. Now you've crossed the line. I'll turn you into scrap myself.
I hate mosquito bites.
E16855.
Oh, he just gave me his coordinates. That's pretty funny.
Fortress. I'll be waiting for you.
Gear Fortress. That's all we needed. I'm heading out, Dr. Light.
Yeah,
Time to finish this. Good luck,
I
Megaman.
keep forgetting to put on bug spray, but like even when I was in Boy Scouts or stuff,
Yes, sir.
when I did put on bug spray, I felt like it just didn't help.
Be careful out there.
Okay.
I'm convinced that diabetic blood is preferred by mosquitoes or something, because for a long time, I would get way more mosquito bites than like everyone else that was around me. Oh, left bumper.
Megaman.
Okay, Mega. Are you sure? Are you sure? Ta-da! Are you sure? Ta-da!
Hate the "are you sure?"
Ta-da! Already. Are you
Yes
sure?
roll.
Ta-da!
I'm very sure.
Ta-da! Are you sure?
Sure, I'll get one W capsule. That's a W for me. That sounds good. Equip that. Right, auto charges the Mega Buster. Make shots a little bigger. That's cool. Oh, that's what I needed. Uses your energy gauge, makes the ace in the hole double gear effective immediately. Nah, I'm good. Got that. I got the slip boots. Oh, that's the knockback one. I think I want that. Then we have cooling system. My cool disc system.
Okay, Mega.
Hello, Mega. Can I interest you in some parts?
Cool disc system. Draw your last pathetic weapon, Mega Man. Yo, the Mega Man card game. I don't know if there exists. There probably was one at some point. I'm not talking Battle Network. I know that exists. Those are games I would like to stream sometime, you know. I already have too much I want to stream. I briefly said that at the start of this stream, but like I want to I mean, Pikmin 2 is still coming next after Cruelty Squad. I gotta finish Cruelty Squad for that matter. And then there's still SF6 World Tour. I don't think I would do, like, ranked matches or anything, just World Tour mode. And then I also want to get back to streaming some TFT and some World of Assassination Freelancer. I guess I could have just said Freelancer. Freelancer's so cool. I finally saw the VOD of the Freelancer run at SGDQ, and it was really funny because they just intentionally fail like the first 2 levels in each set of levels, each like mini campaign, just to get them out of the way, because if you fail them you don't have to do them, and it pushes you closer to the like showdown. So overall, it was pretty funny. Okay. I like how the like stars that disappeared and reappear, the urchin-looking things, are reskinned here. I think that's a fun detail. Cool. Okay, I see. You want me to do one of these operations. Understandable. Ooh. It's not the same without the obnoxious sound effect. What was that? Why did I just get rickrolled? Whoops. Did anyone else hear that? Was that an alert that I'm not aware of? I had the Sandcastle Builder. Oh, I didn't even realize I had Sandcastle Builder still open. Let me close that. I had the Sandcastle Builder wiki open. So I don't know if that was an ad for that. I'm not seeing anything. What was that? I'm so confused. I'm like looking at. I have a YouTube video about Dota open. It was funny. I was talking about how the Yoku blocks were not as fun without the obnoxious sound effect, and immediately I get rickrolled. So that is certainly some timing. What was it? Does OBS have a hidden rickroll yourself feature if you say that? Oh, okay, I remembered that time. There we go. The timing on that was just a little awkward. Just slightly awkward. Just a tiny bit awkward. Ooh, okay. Chew. Ah. But what if I were to purchase fast food? There we go. Ooh. Tactical weapon usage. Can I do it? That works too? That's not what I wanted. I meant this. There you go. Do I need to like check my like Streamlabs settings or something? This is like really that like really freaked me out a bit. Huh. What do you know? I'll have to inspect that later. I'm kind of dumb. That was game over! Oh no, I have to go through that whole level again. I blame Rickroll. I hope that doesn't get the VOD claimed. I got so distracted and like all my attention went elsewhere. Ow. Got you. So, but my goal today, at least, at this very moment, is to finish this today so that I can then continue Cruelty Squad later this week. Finish that up. Don't die to that. Oh. Wasn't sure about the angle on that one. Woo! Okay. Okay, we're fine. We're so fine right now. I can't believe it. That was an incredible amount of fine. Okay. Up here. Here. And we're golden. Oh, no. Ah, yep, there it is. There it is. Is that going to put me back? Okay. This is fine. If it's going to put me back to the start, that's an acceptable location. So here, jump to the right, and there we go. Can I do like that? I can. Handy. A lot of accidentally flicking my right stick in weird ways. Oh, I can also do that. I forgot that Blockman's weapon is actually like really good just as a weapon. Oh, wee. Ah, hoo. Shit. Oh god, am I getting another game over for that? It's not looking great. Oh. Ah. I tried to get creative. It did not work out. Nope. Okay, buddy. What am I doing? My focus is completely shot. I need to just slam some caffeine or something. I don't know. I didn't get any sleep on Saturday night. Because out of town at a fighting game thing, crashed on a couch, did not have my CPAP available. Not the best sleeping state, given the whole CPAP thing. Kind of wondering. Why do I do this? I was like, I wonder if I should just start that room with speed gear. I put it on after the thing already fired and it killed me. I guess slowing it down was actually my death sentence. Beautiful, beautiful display of level design, Capcom. I really, really respect. I doubt they could have accommodated or accounted for that. That's the word. I've had a hard time with words recently, and I don't know why. It could be the compounding effects of sleep deprivation, but there's been a lot of times where I've thought of a word, couldn't think of what the actual word is, but I knew that there was a word that, like, started with a certain amount of letters that would fit the idea I'm going for. Like, I knew the word existed, but I couldn't remember the exact thing, and so I would get stuck on it. I don't remember what some of the other ones were, but that right there, accommodated and accounted, is a good example of what I mean. Oh, it's actually kind of weird now, going at full speed on the speed gear. I feel like I'm like I feel like I wasn't getting used to it, but it feels like I got used to it, and now I'm getting used to something else, which I'm bad at, which is why I have never really tried learning arcade stick. What I like about this pattern is that if you miss like one block, it gives you a brief amount of chance to try and catch another one, but not enough of a chance. So it just kind of sucks to suck. When I first played this game, I got really good at hitting the wheel dudes. The, like, wheel joes. Okay. Does this work? No. This, like, slows me down, right? Not really. Okay. This works. That's good. That was, I think, the other idea I had, was to see if the shield functions as a shield. It's not as good as Jewel Satellite, but it seems about the same. Okay. I don't know if that actually helped me at all, using speed gear. Oh, it's another one of these spots. Another one of these spots. I see. Yep. This type of pattern is in another game, but I don't remember where. I don't think it's in 2, is it? I remember there being this horizontal, like, somewhat evenly spaced rows with a diagonal on one end, but it's set up in such a way that you do have to skip rows near the top. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm not making that up. The reduced knockback is coming in clutch today. By today, I mean right now, but also, I guess, today. I'm E-tanking. I do not care. I have so much to live for. What was that, Megaman? I wasted an E-tank for you, and this is how you repay me? I'm fed up with this whirl. Jesus Christ. What a guy. Oh, man. I was like, oh, I'll just do it in the air. He lost all of his upward movement. His movement. It was a momentous fall. A momentous mistake. A memento of a momentous mistake. Maybe. Okay, die to that. Go over here. Die. Make sure to do this beforehand. What was that? Oh, man. I don't know what's happening. I feel like I just need to, like, not... I'm just gonna, like, not question it, you know? I think I'm starting to tilt, and that's no good. I'm normally, like, unshakable, especially when it comes to pinball. You know, tilting... As many know, the etymology, the root, the origin of it as a term is pinball. I do not tilt from pinball. Like, I get upset, I guess. I don't get so upset that I shake the thing. Like, you know, I'll be disappointed when I lose a multi-ball early, or when, like, I get an unlucky shot. Though, sometimes with, like... There'll be times where, like, I hit it, it hits the bumper, and then it goes out, but then, like, it has the ball save timer, but then the auto fire from the ball save timer ruins the shot. Like, at those times, I just kind of have to take a step back and be like, never lucky, you know? 'Cause them's the breaks. I think, like, I get more disappointed with myself. Like, if I set up a big combo shot, or if I'm, like, close to completing a goal for the first time, and I end up failing it at the last... Speaking of which... I will, you know, be a little upset, but, like... I've never unintentionally tilted the machine. The only times I've really done that were when the ball gets stuck somewhere dumb and I try to tilt it to, like, shake it free. Which happens a bit. I have a knack for that. I've been told it's just, like, something that you get used to when you play pinball, though. Yeah. In case you haven't been aware, I am on my pinball arc. Trying to think if I talked about that last week as much, because let's see, I'll go and do this, because last week more than a week ago at this point actually, I went to a pinball place that was like 30 minutes away, and or maybe longer than that, I don't know. I'm bad with, or shorter than that, I'm not sure. But it was within driving distance. And, I played multiplayer with another person who is really good at the Willy Wonka pinball table. I played one called Monster Bash, which was like a monster movie themed one that had like Dracula. It was essentially like if you took the characters of Monster Mash, the song, put them in a pinball table. You got Bride of Frankenstein, you've got Wolfman, Dracula, Swamp Thing. That was pretty fun, and it was pretty easy. I did pretty well at that for my first time. I think I got the like, score to get a free play on my first try, or my second try. So it was pretty good. I'm leaving. Never mind. I need to do my regular strategy, which involves standing where that Met tool is. Okay. But, so the thing about the like, Willy Wonka pinball, it's made by this guy named Jersey Jack, who is, from what I can tell, kind of controversial as a, like, table designer. And I kind of see it. It has, like, a very execution-focused design. Which I don't know if that makes sense, but, like, I think one thing was that so in most pinball tables, there's a skill shot, which can come in a few different ways. Usually there's, like, the plunger skill shot, where you have to pull the plunger to a certain point, such that you aim the ball to, like, a very specific spot. There is the called shot skill shot, which is where you plunge the ball and then, like, your first hit with the flippers has to be on a given target, but usually for those you can select which target you want. So usually it's like you can choose the left ramp or the right ramp or the left orbital or the right orbital. And then, like, if you get it correct, you get bonus points, but if you don't, then you just miss the skill shot. And then there's sometimes also the, like, hybrids of those. So, like, a lot of times, this is something a lot of classic pinball tables had. There'd be, like, the jets at the top, and then there'd be above those, like, 3 slots that the ball could go down, each one having a little switch that flips when the ball goes over it to, like, signal that the ball goes over it. And then, like, if you get all 3 of them, you get a bonus, or the jet multiplier goes up. And usually those have, like, a form of the called shot where you choose, or you like, more or less bet on which of those 3 slots the ball's going to go in. And if you're right, you get points. Except a lot of times you can react to where the ball's going. Like, Medieval Madness has 2 of them. And you can just kind of, like, mash the flippers to swap which one you're selecting for as long as you want. The new James Bond by Stern also has that. It has, like, 3. But if you just mash the flippers until the ball is, like, less than, you know, maybe a second away from it, then you can get it every time. But anyways, going back to the initial topic, though, the Willy Wonka pinball, it has... It was the same spot. Sorry about the slurping, by the way. It was the same spot. Willy Wonka has, like, a weird one where you can either do the plungers, but if you hold the flipper button while you're shooting the ball, then it gives you the option for a super skill shot that's, like, you have to get it up, down a certain spot, hit it off one, like, upper flipper, one of the flippers that they have that allows you to, like, get stuff higher up. In this case, it, like, pushes you through a little sneaky passage. And then you have another upper flipper on the opposite side that hits it back towards the first one, doing a little loop. And if you do that, you get a ton of stuff. Because, like, this table has a few different objectives you progress. Okay, so I need to see something about this shit. Seems normal. Something's weird about that. I don't know what. But, like, the acid shield is doing something weird there. I'm not a fan of it. That's my excuse. It's the acid shield's fault, clearly. No other possibilities. And so, like, doing this super skill shot progresses all those early parts a lot that let you, you know, do the modes and objectives. But then also, what's weird about it is this happens every time you shoot a ball off the plunger. You get this option, whereas usually skill shots are once per ball. Like, say you're on ball 1, you shoot the ball, but it bounces off the bumpers in a weird way, and it goes down early into the gutter, and you get the ball save. You're still on ball 1, technically. You can think of it like lives. The ball save does not give you a new life, it just kind of prolongs the current one. So normally it would be like, in that instance, you can't get another skill shot bonus because you've already done the part that lets you do that. But this Willy Wonka machine, and I think the other Jersey Jack pinball tables, pretty much let you do skill shots every time this happens. So, like, if you get a ball save, you get another skill shot. And then, like, if you get an extra ball during this life, per se, you get another skill shot. And each one gives you bonuses that compound permanently for the rest of the game. So, like, it's super handy to get those. So, like, I think that's really interesting, that it adds this element of, like, I'm dead? An element of I'm dead. Am I dead? I'm not dead yet, though. It adds this element of, like, weird mechanical strategy, because you could hypothetically do the super skill shot, let go of the buttons, as long as the ball save is still active, which it probably will be by that point, then you can do it again. And then, you know, you've just gotten more of those compounding bonuses. Which is just like an experience that isn't really in other tables. Like, Stern would not do that. But then, like, they had a ton of other mechanics that were kind of hard to follow and weird in some ways. What? Okay, the most I can think of, either this is messing with me jumping, or visually it looks like I should be able to jump when I can't. Like, I can't tell if there is, like, some extra end lag when I land, some extra landing lag, or if I am just, like, not doing so hot. Because if there's extra recovery frames when I land, that's right, I said a third thing that time. Watch out for the rule of three, is gonna get you too. But if there's more of that, then I can understand. But I don't know if that's just coping or not. I think pinball table design is super interesting. I mean, I think, like, any design is interesting. I love design. That's, like, a big part of who I am today and what I do is design. And talking about it and doing design. And pinball table design is just interesting because you do have a ton of history and legacy with it for being as old as pinball is. But at the same time, like, it's kind of hard to study that sometimes because of how, like, expensive pinball tables are and how hard it is to find a bunch of retro ones. I think like pinball simulators, like pinball effects, are kind of helpful for that. Though sometimes it feels like you just have to hope your city has a good pinball arcade somewhere. Oh my god, I hate this. What was that? I switched to the wrong weapon and he bopped on the wall. But like it's hard, I guess, to go over like the history of pinball unless you're already sort of a pinball historian. And I think also there's a lot of concepts in pinball design that are like built on lingo and gameplay concepts over the years. Like to explain what was weird about the Willy Wonka skill shots, more like really wonky skill shots, I had to explain skill shots as a whole. If you had never heard of a skill shot or didn't know what worked about it, and like I had to explain that to explain what made those different. I guess it's like the parts of pinball that I think are interesting design-wise are not the common parts. Whereas I think for some things, like for a movie... Oh no, I even thought about it. Like, I should put on another layer of bubble, but I didn't. Oh no, this is not looking good. Wait a minute. I have an idea. It's to get out of this room alive. But I feel like to some extent, like, if I were to, you know, talk about an interesting cinematography decision in a movie, I could relate that, I think, to a lot of audiences because movies are so ubiquitous nowadays. But I think pinball is a bit more niche and so has a bit more inside baseball or inside pinball to get through. But then, like, beyond that, there's also just a lot of things that don't show up most of the time when you play the game because either they're, like, tucked away under esoterica, they're, like, only mentioned in the rulebook, because a lot of pinball tables have rule books and not just the, like, stuff that's on the machine itself. There we go. Like, apparently this Willy Wonka pinball table has a rulebook that's, like 40 pages long or something. Like, ridiculous. And that explains the mechanics a lot more. Whereas, I don't even really look at the stuff on the cabinet that's like, to activate the Wednesday multi-ball, shoot the Wednesday target 3 times, and then go into the drop scoop. To get the extra ball lit, you must hit the 5 targets that say snack, and then go to the snack counter. You know, stuff like that. That's the heads up information that's on the, like, corner of the table. So, like, there's a lot of minutia that I think is really hard to actually crack into. You got to do some mining, you know, some real digging and investment. And I think that minutia is cool, and learning about it makes me appreciate things more, at least certain things. I want to see if I can do that. Okay. It's not gonna work. Okay. Oh my god, I got past it, and we're already at the end? 0 lives, but plenty of tanks. Okay, what in the world could be behind this door? I literally do not remember. It's been like 2 or 3 years since I played this last. Who? Oh, it's the yellow devil. Oh no! No, 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 fuck! Oh no. How could this happen to me? That's disheartening. Okay. I swear to God I thought I had more health. I was deceived. That was happening to me a lot in X as well. Is like it would look like a thing would do 3 bars. I would have 4 bars thinking, okay, I can take one more hit, and then just nope. Imagine if Mega Man had like death bombs, but with E-tanks. Like if you pause the game during hit stun and your health was 0, then you could fill up your health. The way that death bombing in a bullet hell is you like bomb during your death animation and it saves you. I think part of what I like about pinball from like purely an abstract standpoint as a game is the way it kind of structures objectives and bonuses. Because, like, at its root, pinball is a score attack game. The goal is to just get the most points, especially if you play competitively. Which competitive pinball is sort of another chapter to this lecture, if you will. But you can think of it like it's a score attack game, and there are ways to get a consistently large amount of points, and that's by completing modes that have big jackpots and progressing your like score tracker, your score multipliers from those. And there's other things that have jackpots or multipliers. And then also there is getting more balls in some capacity. Whether it's extra ball, which adds a, just straight up another ball, so you go from 3 to 4 total. Or multi-ball, which puts multiple balls in play, making it easier to hit some objectives. Usually those will have... There's like a lot of tables I found that will have multi-ball only jackpots, but then like you can't progress other goals with that. And then there's some I found that do let you start modes and complete modes in multi-ball. Like Ninja Turtles by Stern is one that seemingly you can complete other modes during multi-ball. Which makes sense because the flavor is that the multi-ball is the turtles working together. With maybe Splinter and or Casey Jones and or Yojimbo. Yojimbo Slaw. Wonder what he's doing. Okay. Oh, or activating the ball save or the kickback or other like survival mechanics, if you will. That, and then there should be another one, right? Like right here? Yeah. Oh, and that stunned the Floor Master. Okay, I like this. Oop. I like that I can land there without dying. Okay. I have 2 lives. I made it through there. Now that I have the culmination of my skills and strategies all lined up in one, now I can just fight the devil. Beat the devil out of ya. So you got those, then typically it seems like a lot of pinball tables will have sort of modes that will work around a central mechanic. where like you start a mode by doing a certain thing, and then modes tend to interact with a certain type of thing. So like, something like Stern does this a lot when they have like battle themed tables, is that they'll have like a place you go to start a battle, and then you choose a battle, and each battle requires that you like hit specific colored or lit up targets. Sometimes also there's like a table where there's a ton of smaller objectives to progress, and then like maybe one bigger one, but the bigger one's always there. My favorite table right now, Medieval Madness, does that. Oh wait, isn't it like Pile Driver? Medieval Madness is like, you have 4 or 5 different like tracks or sort of things you interact with that you progress, and as you push each of them higher, eventually you'll be able to get a multi-ball from them that you can stack with each other. But the thing about Medieval Madness is there's always one main target, which is like a castle at the top of the screen, or top of the table, that you have to like break down the gates and then bust your way through. Okay. Is it Block Dropper? I know this guy has a weakness in this game. Also, shouts out to being like one of the easiest yellow double patterns. I say as I get hit, but overall I think it's... Okay, it's not Block Dropper. I'm pretty sure I've tried everything except Thunder. And I guess T-Storm and Acid Blast? Acid Wrap? Ow. Is it Acid Barrier? Or does he just not have a weakness? Oh, shit. Okay, okay. I'm E-tanking now. I'm not gonna redo this level again, no matter what. I'm gonna spend all my resources on this if I have to. I couldn't tell if that was actually much better or not. You know what? I don't think it is. I think it's just floor power. I'm pretty sure none of my weapons were particularly good. Ah, fuck. Because S-Thunder just, like, shoots it along the ground. I'm using another tank. Where was I? But like, there's a lot of, I think, little differences between tables that are kind of hard to really get at first until you've played them a lot, and then you start to get the nuances. So I don't know, and then like, I think like, I was talking about pinball table design. I don't know if I could make a good pinball table per se. I feel like that would be kind of hard, but I'm definitely more interested in it. I've been wanting to do more of like a handicrafts type thing. When I was a kid, I used to make Rube Goldberg machines, and I don't really know if that's exactly what I would want to do per se. I don't have a ton of energy for it, but just something to work on. I know people have made 3D printed pinball tables, but I don't know, I kind of want to do some woodworking. Woodworking's cool. being able to just make things is cool. Like, did you know that you can, like, use a saw and some nails and some, like, glue and, like, make furniture? That's such a cool thing, and it could be whatever furniture you want. I have some, like, custom furniture that I've made to fulfill a specific purpose. And I kind of want to do more. If it wasn't for the fact that the painting part is slow and arduous, and, you know, it's like, making the furniture is fun, but me when I have to paint the furniture, ooh, not as enjoyable. Oh, dude. Kind of sound like Inklings. Destroy Thyramore. They're called a shimobi? I thought it said shmobi. Shmobi games. Oh no. I completely forgot enemies could drop 1-ups in this game. I feel like a miracle has occurred. What? Perfect. This tornado is actually really good. I should use it more. I feel like I was, I thought it required more ammo than it does, but I think it's just the, like, powered up version requires a lot of ammo than it does. Nice. That's a respectable fight there. Wait, what is this about? Wait, can I shoot these? Oh, it's Monty Mole style. Of course you can. Jesus. My like gamer sense should have tipped me off to that. My heuristics learned over the course of playing numbers of video games over time. Learned behaviors and patterns. Common cliches and memes, really, when you get down to it. In the classical sense. I have to start over. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm like really tired and having a hard time focusing on anything. Shit. I don't think I could actually beat this game today now, simply because, like, I don't think I have the current player skill to do so. So I think if I game over, I'm just gonna, like, save and hope to God that it, for once in the entire series, saves your position. Okay, I thought that would work. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's looking like I am going to die there. Yeah, I'm gonna save here, and I'm gonna hope that I don't have to do Wily 1 over again. That'd be a little upsetting. I mean, it shows it there on the map. Yeah, I'm just really tired right now, so I think I'm gonna hop off there. Think about pinball some more. So thanks for watching. I'll get this done later this week. I think next stream I do of it, I should be able to get through the rest. I just forget, because, like, I think I'm just not as good at this one. Like, I've played all of the other ones so much that, like, I'm just not as good at this. I guess same thing with, like, X4 and 5. Since I hadn't played, or even X3, since I haven't played those as much as X1 and 2, I was definitely not as familiar with things. And there's a lot of little quirks both in the engines and in things like enemies and weapons to get used to again. So yeah, I'll get this going, and I'll see you later. Have a good one. I gotta investigate that Rickroll too.